am going to be doing a book haul for you. I haven't done a book haul in so long and it really sucks because I love book hauls and I love talking about the books that I've been getting. These books will be books that I've gotten probably February and March, maybe a couple in the end of January, but I haven't done one in so long, so there's a big pile. There's a big pile of books there. And it's also my birthday soon, so I just thought people that know me well enough and get me books or get me vouchers for books, so I didn't want to leave it any later and then have twice the pile. Okay, so the first book that we have is Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell. This was one of the World Book Day books. Lots of different authors wrote little short stories and Rainbow Rowell wrote one. And it was £1 in Waterstones, which was really cool. And it's about a girl called Elena who is very, very, very passionate about the Star Wars franchise. So she goes and joins a queue of people waiting to see The Force Awakens on its release day. And it's just about the people that she meets in that line and being part of fandoms and what it means and stuff. I related to this so much! I completely understand that, wanting to be there, wanting to see it first. I went to a Twilight premiere. Like an actual premiere, like I waited outside for the premiere in Leicester Square. I related to this and it was so cool and such a nice little book that I feel though as though a lot of people will be able to relate to and understand, and I'm so glad that she wrote one for World Book Day. I love Rainbow Rowell, I love her writing, I love her stories, and this did not disappoint. The next book that I want to talk about is 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston. This is going to be a book review very soon. I haven't gotten around to reviewing it yet, but I definitely am going to. This book is fantastic. It's about a king who takes a new wife and then basically, like, she doesn't last very long, she dies, he'll kill her, and it's about a girl who knows that her sister is the most beautiful girl in her town, so she makes herself up and makes herself look really, really, really nice so that he won't pick her sister and he'll pick her instead, and then that is what happens and she gets taken to go and live with him, and it's about what happens during that, and she finds some stuff out and some stuff happens, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's so good. It's one of the best books that I've read in the past couple of years. I loved it. It was fantastic. I'll go more into that when I upload my review of it. It's so good. It's so good. Then we have V.E. Schwab's A Gathering of Shadows, which is the second book in the series, the first book of Dark Side of Magic. This book was sent to me by the lovely people over at Titan Books. I cannot wait to read this one. I haven't got around to it yet because it got sent home rather than at uni, so I haven't had it. Such a good series. I definitely recommend the first one, and if this one is anything like it, I'm sure this one will be fantastic as well. The series is about a magician called Kel who has the ability to time travel through parallel universes, and it's really cool and really good, and like, I don't know if you've been on Tumblr and seen like loads of hype around it, and that hype is definitely earned. It's such a good series. They also sent me 2 other books over the course of this year. One being Nod by Adrian Barnes. This was the first book of his that I'd ever read, and it's about a world where suddenly everyone, apart from a select handful of people, cannot sleep anymore, and obviously sleep deprivation is very bad for you and you will go mad and you will die because you have to sleep. This is absolutely phenomenal. This book is fantastic. It's going to be my next book review. It will go up after my Shadowhunters finale review, so that'll be Wednesday, and then this will be up on Friday, I think. It was so good. I've been recommending this to everyone that I know that I think would be interested in it. It's really good and unique and different. I've never read anything like it, and I really liked it. And then Titan Books sent me All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders, and this book is about a girl called Patricia who's a witch and she can communicate with animals, and a boy called Laurent who's a scientist and he invents things, and they meet as kids and as teenagers and then sort of go their separate ways and then meet again when they are adults. I loved this book. I thought it was really good, and I would definitely recommend it. You can go read my written review of this over on my blog, which is roundtheroad.co.uk. I'll link it below as well for you to go and check out because I really liked it. Then I was so excited to finally get my hands on these because I've been eyeing them up in the shop for so long and I haven't ever got the copy and I needed them in my life, and that is the Infernal Devices graphic novel series, and they're so beautiful. So I got Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. Love the artwork, I love the sort of style that Will is in, and being able to see Tessa, and I reread them all. I had to reread them all because as soon as I had them I was just like, I need to read this story again, and they are shortened down. There's obviously just not as much dialogue and not as much description, but it still tells the same story that I absolutely love. Then I got a book called The Thing About Jellyfish by Ale Benjamin. This book I saw in a supermarket. I was in Asda and I saw it and I liked the cover because it was pretty, and I judge books by covers because I'm really bad. I like things that are kind of philosophical and thinky, like Aristotle and Dante and On the Road, and I love a good quote that makes you think about your existence. The back of this book said, maybe if we can stop feeling so afraid, we can remember that the creatures on this earth are made of stardust and we are the only ones who get to know it. And I was just like, that's mine, I'm buying it, it's mine now. That's exactly my kind of thing. The things that make me think about me and my life and my existence and what I'm doing. Like, Aristotle and Dante touched me in so many ways, and I feel as though this book's going to do the same. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Then I got a very exciting book, and it is a colouring edition of Carry On by Riverelle. How cool is that? I haven't coloured it in yet. You can see the outline. I haven't decided what I want to do. I want to make it look really nice. I don't just want to copy the original cover, so I haven't decided. It's signed as well, so it goes with all of my other books, because all of my other books from her, apart from Kindred Spirits, are signed because I met her in 2014. Oh my god, that was ages ago. I'm really excited to colour this in. I don't know how to do it. I'm really stuck. Give me suggestions, please. This book is awesome. I did a review of it back last year that I'll link below. Then I got Cecilia Ahern's debut YA novel, Flawed. Cecilia Ahern is a very popular author, but she's never written a young adult book before. This is her debut YA novel, and I'm very excited to read it. My favourite book of hers is Love, Rosie, and that's more of a like adult book. But I've read a couple of her other books and she's really fantastic, so I was excited when she announced she was going to be doing a YA book. This book says, Celestine North lives a perfect life. She's a model daughter and sister. She's well liked by her classmates and teachers, and she's dating the impossibly charming Art Kravitz. But then Celestine encounters a situation in which she makes an instinctive decision. She breaks the rule and faces life-changing repercussions. She could be imprisoned, she could be branded, she could be found flawed. It sounds so cool, and I don't really know what it is going to be about. That sounds very intriguing. It makes me want to read more. I'm really excited to read it. I put this on Instagram and everyone was like, tell me if it's good. So I will definitely be reading it very soon. Then I got Danny Dyer, Lessons from the East End, and I fucking love Danny Dyer. He's so funny. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but literally some of the stuff that he comes out with makes me cry. Literally, he's so funny. I love him. I really wanted to read this. I wanted to read this for ages. I'm really excited because I'm just going to be able to hear him when I'm reading. I'm just going to hear his voice and hear what he's saying, and I can't wait to be able to do that, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. I also got a book on my Kindle recently, and that book is Everyday Sexism by Laura Bates. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I really wanted to read it. I've seen that people say if you like Caitlin Moran books, then you'll love this book, and I've just heard so many good things about it, so I'm so very excited to finally read it. And then finally I got a book that you know that I got, and I've already reviewed and spoken about constantly, but I have to haul it. I got Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, first book in the Dark Artifices series. If you haven't seen me talk about this book, you are new to my channel, clearly, because I talk about the Mortal Instruments all the time. I got this copy, which is a very pretty limited edition one from Waterstones that is signed by Cassandra Clare, and it's beautiful and hardback and gorgeous. And then I also got the main copy of it, which has got the blue pages and is also very pretty. This is the original cover of Emma Carstairs. This book is the sequel series to Cassandra Clare's Mortal Instruments series. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you've just heard me talk about this and not know what it is, I did a video recently, which I'll link below, called Shadowhunters 101, where I talk about the Mortal Instruments and the whole Shadowhunter world and how to read them and which order to read them and how they all tie in, which I think some people found really helpful because I was gabbling on about this series that no one knew anything about. So I'll link that below if you would like to go and check these books out but don't know sort of which order or where it comes from and all of that jazz. So that was my book haul for today. Let me know if you guys have any of these books. Have you read any of these books? Are you going to read any? Let me know which books you'd like to see reviews of and book discussions of as well down in the comments, and we can have a nice bookish chat. All of my links are in the description so we can hang out on other forms of social media as well. And if you liked this video and want to see more, I make videos about books and all bookish related things, so you can stick around if you want to do that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're all doing good, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!